Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today is May 12th, 2025, and I have a few messages for you. This curator and team are complaining about something being elusive, which is difficult to find, catch, achieve, to remember, or to recall. They're saying that somebody is a bad influence, and this misogynist narcissists, they have a negative impact on another person's behavior, choices, and well-being. These people are abusive and they lead others into pathways of betrayal and untruth, disloyalty. They're saying that somebody is beautiful. They're asking about perfume. So then these ones were talking about forcing the negative. They really want somebody to be in South Node thought form. So they're pumping in and forcing this negative mindset into somebody. It appears that these ones are slave searching or looking for their harem concubines, those who have gnosis and powers that they wish to obtain and command, those light sources with gnosis and connections to source divine. Somebody is asking this curator about aesthetics. They want to know if this feminine is beautiful, what their appearance is. They're discussing entrapment, which is to catch or to be caught in a trap. Sustained, somebody said, which is continuing without interruption. They're trying to force this negative. There could have been a period of time recently where you had a sustained mental and emotional energy moving through you. They mentioned Vietnam, and a while back somebody was talking about the Vietnam blonde. I believe this is somebody who's being prostituted in Vietnam. They could potentially have a likeness of you, maybe one of your clones or doppelgangers. Then there was a masculine who named himself. Thank you very much for that. And then offered some information. Apparently, there's something about the Red Queen. People are looking at someone as though they are. Regarding our abandonment wounds. Now, this Red Queen rose up after severe betrayal. Haughty and stern, but doesn't actively scheme or plot evil deeds. Doesn't operate out of malice. These supposed evil tendencies were brought about by betrayal and injustice, leading to her seeking to dominate and have power over these oppressors and abusers. Of course, they don't like that, and they wish to have her seen as evil. She's not inherently evil, but can be seen as a challenging and temperamental character, while an antagonist in the chess game, she's not outwardly malicious. Now, this Red Queen is a character from Lewis Carroll's Through the Looking Glass. She dislikes lying. She abhors lying, falsity, betrayal. Really pisses her off. Now, the hypothesis behind the Red Queen is evolutionary biology, which is constant adaptation and co-evolution to survive brutal betrayal and circumstances. Apparently, the species must constantly evolve to stay competitive in a changing environment with other species. This applies constant effort to maintain one's position, running in place just to stay where you are. The proposition that species must constantly adapt and evolve, not just to gain an advantage, but also to simply stay alive in a world where other species are evolving, running to stay in the same place. A couple days ago, I saw somebody get shot with a shotgun, and they had neon green blood, and it splattered everywhere. There is constant pressure from other species cohabiting in this space. They see humanity as a commodity, as an energy source, as a battery, as an animal less than. Predators, looking at them as prey. Competitors, driving the evolutionary race. A species must stay ahead of its enemies, or it risks extinction. The Red Queen has taken over Wonderland. The Red Queen represents an authoritarian society in which tyrannical laws are established. Increased pressure to adapt faster just to survive. Anyone can betray anyone. And in the previous chapter that we have all just moved out of, this is the norm, or was the norm. And everybody was betraying everybody, except for those who didn't know what the hell was going on. And I don't think the Red Queen, as a younger, realized what was happening during all this betrayal and brutality. So, in the battle for resources, a species must continuously evolve just to keep up with their enemies, who themselves evolve in response. It's an ever spiraling upward or downward in evolution. Every cycle has a supposed winner and loser. Off with their heads. So she had blind trust in the wrong brother, leading to abandonment issues. Blind trust in the wrong brother. Trust and betrayal. This kind of reminds me of that movie, Carrie. You know, she was so sweet, loyal to God, prayed all the time, and they elected her as the prom queen or whatever, and then they dumped pig's blood on her, which led her to flip out and use telekinesis on people. They had it coming. So powers and abilities related to manipulating elements like fire, water, earth, and air, as well as minds, metals, and even telekinesis. The cruelty of others leads to a powerful retaliation, unbearable cruelty. The Red Queen is about the power of social change and the importance of challenging oppressive systems. A seemingly rigid class structure can be overturned when individuals realize their collective strength and fight for equality. In that story, apparently, the White Queen was given some crown or whatever, but the White Queen lied about taking something, and the Red Queen hates liars. Lying and betrayal and falsity is one of the most disgusting things ever. So there is a challenging the established belief system and igniting a spark of rebellion, fighting for a more equitable society. The story highlights the insidious nature of power, showing how those in positions of authority can use it to exploit and degrade others. And we've seen in the previous chapter how tyrannical dominator, masculine patriarchy has done that to the women and the children and the animals. Change can be achieved through collaboration and united action. Working together, people can overcome the tyranny of oppression and create a more just society. Thank you to he who actually gifted me his name. I won't say it here. I appreciate you very much. You have helped me on this day. Thank you. And be blessed, everyone. See you on the next message.